Namaste and Satnam. Welcome to this Kundalini Plus class on digestion. So most people you meet today have some kind of a problem with their digestion. You could be one of them. I know I had digestive issues for a long time. And basically digestion is interfered with because of the way we think, the way we feel, and the foods we put into our body, toxins in the environment. Now, there are certain things that you can help and certain things you can't help. There are certain things you can have control over and certain things you can't. So let's focus on the things we can have control over. Now, research has proven through science that the gut is the second brain. It has memory cells, it understands emotions, it understands the way you think, the way you feel, which is why a lot of people who are under stress or who have mental trauma in different regards will always have something wrong with their digestion, whether it's leaky gut, whether it's IBS, whether it's slow, sluggish metabolism, whether it's constipation, sometimes diarrhea. Whatever it is, there will be issues, sluggish digestion. There will be issues with the digestion and the colon and the intestines. Piles, fissures, these are all basically toxic symptoms that the body creates to show you that you're off center. So in this class, it's going to be a short and sweet kriya for digestion. It's very helpful even if you have a heavy meal and you need relief. If you have a lot of gas buildup, you can even get relief from that. A lot of pain because you have too much of gas in the system. This can help that also. And just a general tune up for your digestion. So before we start the class, we just want to be aware of where we are internally. So first you take external cognizance of where you are, see where you are externally. Are you in your home? Which room in your house? Where are you sitting? What is surrounding you? Get awareness into your space. And then we're going to turn that awareness into ourselves. So remember, each Kundalini Plus class starts with awareness, intention, and then rooting into the practice. These are the preliminary practices for each Kundalini Yoga class. Also, if you have any of the contraindications dictated by this disclaimer before the class, please do not do this class till you seek medical advice and the advice of your doctor. If you are in good health without any medical conditions, then you can do this class. Modifications will be provided. But please be certain that you have to take care of yourselves before others can take care of you. And whatever sounds you can hear either on my feed or yours, like I always say, we're never going to have perfect causes and conditions. We do what we can, especially in this age of chaos. And as I'm shooting this video, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So keeping all that in mind, let's be gracious and let's be grateful for the blessings that we do have. So I have a home in which to shoot. You have a home or an office in which you're listening to, at which you're listening to me. So let's use the distractions that we find irritating or upsetting. Let's bring it into our practice and use them in our practice. And now start breathing deep. Start breathing using belly breath without lifting the chest or the shoulders, just expanding the belly and the chest, and then compressing the belly against the spine. And now see where you are on a scale of 1 to 10. Pick a number that falls between 1 to 10, 1 being fantastic and 10 being miserable. See where you are at the beginning of this class and then check in with yourself every few intervals and at the end of the class to see how you progress during the class. and how this class has helped you. So since we're since we're talking about digestion, check in with yourself to see what your digestion is like. You already must be very aware of what your digestion is like based on your bowel movements, based on how you feel after you eat a meal, based on what you eat and the like. So now see where you are, and after the class see where you're at. And whatever is bothering you in any case can't do anything about it at this point in time. So you're going to just bundle it up, label it, drop it into your piece of luggage in front of you. Be as less burdened as possible during this practice. And once you have labeled and dropped your distracting thoughts or emotions into your piece of luggage, you're going to mentally get up, walk, place it at your front door, engaging your 5 senses, and come back the same way you went, engaging your 5 senses, and take your place on your block or on your mat. And now really try and be present during the class, now that you have somewhat emptied your mind of unnecessary distractions. Try and be as present in the class during this practice. So those of you who are coming in cold into this practice, I would recommend that you do 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar A and 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar B, and then get into this practice. Because I want to keep these videos short and crisp, I will not be demonstrating Surya Namaskar because I've done it before. So watch one of my previous videos, or you can watch any good YouTube tutorial either from the BKS Iyengar school or the Patabhi Joy school or the Bihar school of yoga or any good authentic Indian yoga school. Set your intention for this practice. Bring an intention to mind and set an intention for this practice. And now we're going to root into the practice. So rub your hands, bring them into your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down, and let's start. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Breathe in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Lock Mula Bandha, lock Uddiyana Bandha. Pull the energy up the central nervous system, the central channel, the Shushumna Nadi. Let it rest at your third eye. Strengthen your intention with your focus, dharana. Take a short inhale in. And as you exhale, bring your hands up in front of your face, over your head, sparkle out this energy all across your body, touch the floor and breathe in. So, after you finish this, you're going to do your Surya Namaskars, 3 rounds of A, 3 rounds of B. And now we're going to get into a pose called locust pose. So it's basically you're going to be lying on your belly. You're going to take your hands, bring your thumbs in, wrap your fingers around, and you're going to place them on your hip bones, and you're going to lie on that. And we're going to inhale and exhale. Deep breathing. And we're going to be here for about, say, a minute and a half. So you're going to place them here. So first you're going to lie down. Okay? Legs apart. Press into your hip bones. Chin on the ground, and you're going to lift your legs up. Feel the pressure on your hip bones. Breathe deep in and out. Now, if this is too tough for you, you can alternate legs. Keep your chin on the ground. I'm just raising my chin because it's difficult to talk with your chin on the ground. So you're going to alternate legs. Now what we're basically doing with this is we're stimulating the large and the small intestines. So if there's any obstruction, by putting pressure on one part of the intestines, it kind of moves the other parts of the intestines to remove that obstruction. So if you have food particles anywhere, because we're placing pressure on the colon and on the intestine, it's able to kind of adjust itself and ease out pressure from the other parts. That's why we're putting up pressure on the hip bones, because we're basically trying to balance the intestine at two different areas. Okay? Now, after this, you're going to come up. You're going to get into Balasana, but with your legs apart. Okay? Balasana, but with your legs apart. Take your fingers, place them about half an inch equidistant to your navel. So on either side of your navel, about half an inch. Okay? And you're just going to come down and you're going to use breath of fire here. Keep going, I'm just going to explain. Again, what we're doing is we're stimulating now the upper part of the intestine. So if you have constipation, or if you have undigested food, or if you have undigested lactose-based products, or soya, or any of those things which are not really good for the system, it's going to kind of break it down even further and flush it through the intestines, because otherwise it gets stuck in the folds of the intestines. So by putting pressure, we're basically putting pressure to disintegrate undigested food to make your digestion more efficient. Okay? You can also use long, deep breathing if you're finding it difficult to use breath of fire. Keep going. And if you're finding this too difficult, you can even put your hands like this and keep breathing. Or you can put your hands out. These are all modifications that you can use. Slowly come up. We're going to stay with the same pose. We're going to stay with the same pose. But we're going to use snake breath. So snake breath is you breathe in through your nose. Bring your teeth together. Breathe out through your teeth. Okay? So again, put your fingers equidistant to your navel. Come down, bend from the base of the spine. Bend from here. Okay? Let your head touch the ground. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in. Pull in Mula Bandha. And as you breathe out, come up. Keep Mula Bandha pulled in. Come up. And now we're going to get into Sat Kriya. So we're going to be here for about 2 minutes. So if you need a cushion or a block to prop yourself up, please get one. And if you can do it on your own, that's great progress. Okay? So Sat Kriya. We're going to put our left thumbs over our right for women, right over left for men. Steeple the index finger. Plaster your biceps to your ears, and let's start. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. If you've never done Sat Kriya before, you're going to sharply pull your stomach in on the Sat, breathing in, breathe out, and let your stomach expand towards the front on the Nam. Sat Nam, release. Pull your stomach in on Sat, breathing in, release on the exhale and say Nam. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat. It's quite a fierce and a strong pulsing motion to shake up your energy from the inside out. So give it all that you can. Keep going. Only 36 seconds left. Keep going. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Take a deep breath in. Pull in Mula Bandha. Spiral the energy all the way up to your fingertips. Bellow it out of your fingertips. Release your hands and come down. Touch the floor. Breathe in. We're now going to do the meditation in the middle of this, and this meditation is basically to quell negative emotions like anger, frustration, and any kind of fiery negative emotions. Because when you have too much of fire in the body and when you have too many of these heated emotions in the body, it interferes with the digestion because the digestion can't operate correctly. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take the index and the thumb of the right hand, and we're going to take the middle finger and place it, of the left hand, and place it just below the lower knuckle, okay? And you're going to put a good amount of pressure on it. Close your eyes and do long, deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, okay? And we're going to be here for about 2.5 minutes. So let's start. I want you to put a good amount of pressure, like at least 2 pounds of pressure on the middle finger of the left hand. Keep pressing. Focus at your third eye. And you can mentally say the mantra to yourself. Satnam, or Hari, Hari, or Had, Had. They all mean the divine, God, the universe. Or you could say a more active mantra. Cleansing my body from stress, anger, irritability. Releasing stress, anger, irritability. I thank my body for releasing stress, anger, irritability. Slowly open your eyes. Come back into your awareness, into your body. And you might feel sleepy also with this mudra because it's really calming your energy down. We're also creating more space in the body to breathe, to open out, to let these negative emotions go by putting pressure on the middle finger of the left hand. The next one we're going to do is again, we're going to pant in and out through the mouth, and you're going to keep your palms facing up with your hands bent and your palms right in front of your chest. So close your eyes, breathe, focus, and let's go. It's nothing else but breath of fire through the mouth, and you bringing your tongue out. So it's going to cleanse all the organs of detoxification like the liver, the kidneys, the spleen, the digestive tract, and it's going to bring out all these negative emotions and metabolize them using your breath, okay? Keep going. Put your hands down. And now we're going to get up. And we're just going going to dissipate this energy by just running. So take your knees high and just start running and punch to the front. So to the side it's going to look like this. We're just running and punching, running and punching. We want to just get all this energy out of the body by moving our bodies. So you're just running and punching. You can close your eyes, go within, see how you're feeling. Keep going. I know it's a little challenging, but you're also getting a really good aerobic workout, strengthening your legs and your arms, strengthening your heart. And metabolism is also part of your digestion. It's a very important part. So we're working on multiple things together, so don't quit. You can modify and just come to march, or you can just tap your foot on the ground. But please don't give up. Modify, but don't quit. We only have 10 seconds more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand still. Tadasana. Stand still. Put your hand on your lower belly. Sending good energy there with your thoughts, with your intention. Slowly bring your knees together and come on to sit on your heels in Vajrasana. Now what we're going to do is we're going to clasp our hands in Venus lock. And we're going to put our head on the ground. We're going to inhale 4 times up and exhale in one smooth motion down. So I'll show you what it looks like. Relax. Slowly come up. That was quite intense. I really felt that. It was quite intense. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the beach akshara sa, ta, na, ma, and we're just going to press on our fingertips just for about a minute. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Relax. Breathe in deep, breathe out. And come to sit on your yoga block, and we're going to do a meditation today which involves the beach akshara of the root chakra and the sacral chakra, because they support the digestion and they control the digestion. So the root chakra is the Muladhara and the sacral chakra is the Swadhisthana, and we're going to be using the beach aksharas Lam, Vam. Lam for the root, Vam for the sacral chakra. Okay, so come to sit on your block. So place one hand near your groin and place the other hand just below your navel. And we're going to first work on the Muladhara or the root chakra. So I'll be vibrating the mantra loudly. You can vibrate it in your mind and imagine that you're strengthening it and it's becoming a vibrant ruby red, like the stone, the precious stone, ruby. And when we move to the Swadhisthana chakra, imagine you're vibrating it and cleaning it and strengthening it, and it's becoming more and more like a vibrant orange, like the fruit and orange, okay? Or the color of my vest, orange, okay? So let's start. Now we're going to focus on the sacral or the Swadhisthana chakra. Start breathing and chanting in your mind or loudly. Vam. 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 Bum. Bum. Place your hands in prana apana mudra, balancing the cleansing and the energizing of the body system. Get back to that number. Have you moved closer to a 1, or are you still stuck at your number? Or perhaps you've drifted further towards a 10, and then we need to really wonder why that happened for you. Because sometimes the body can't resist, and sometimes, like an antibiotic, you may actually go backwards before getting better. So if you have a problem with that, you can always reach out to me and we can discuss it privately. And now we're going to do a quick round of tapping. So you're going to bring the heel of the hand up, and we're just going to seal this practice with our tapping round. Even though my digestion may not be all that good, I am grateful for my digestion, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have a sluggish digestion, or I have a fill-in-the-blank digestion, whatever your problem is, I acknowledge this without any judgment, and I deeply and completely love and forgive myself. Even though I've never worked on my digestion before, and I've just become aware of the fact that I really have some problems with my digestion, I'm thankful for that, and I deeply and completely love and validate my body for that. I'm now paying attention to my digestion. I didn't realize that it was affected by even emotions. I didn't realize that it was affected by thoughts. I didn't think much of my acid reflux. I didn't think much of IBS. I didn't think much of being constipated. I didn't think much about having a sluggish metabolism. These are all things that you can use to fill in the blank, whatever your particular diagnosis or problem is. I didn't think that leaky gut was that serious. I didn't even know I had leaky gut. I didn't know that I was not digesting food properly. Today's class has made me aware of my digestion, has made me aware of the little discrepancies and the energy discrepancies in my digestion. And I kind of feel better after this practice. I feel lighter, I feel more energetic, I have more space. And I've come to the recognition of the problems that I have that I did not recognize before. And for this, I validate and thank my body. Thank you, every cell of my body, for giving me this awareness. Thank you for giving me this recognition, this insight. Learning to be more observant about my digestion. Learning to act on my digestion. Learning to respect my digestive tract. Learning to respect what I put into my body, what I think, what I feel, how I act. Understanding where I'm going wrong with my digestion. Understanding things I can do to get my digestion from where it is to where I want it to be. I have an amazing body. I have an amazing machine. And I respect it, and I intend to love it and respect it even more. Thank you, precious body, for all that you do for me. Thank you for my amazing digestion. Thank you for this practice. Thank you for awareness. I love you, state your name. I accept you, Avrril. I love you and accept you, Avrril. I appreciate and I thank my digestion. I appreciate and I thank you, Avrril. And so it is in full faith. So that ends our tapping practice. So the next thing that we're going to move on to is action steps, or analyzing what you're going through, cognition, analyzing and then acting on that analysis. So keep a diary from today, and try and like eliminate certain foods that you think you may have a problem with. So start with one. You can't eliminate everything together because you won't know then what's really affected you or not. Okay. So try something that you know that is affecting you negatively, but you've been too lazy to eliminate it, or because you love it too much, or because you really didn't care before and you were just living off an antacid or whatever. So let's take action. So let's pick the lowest hanging fruit. What is the easiest thing that you know is causing you a problem with your digestion that you can act towards? Okay? So let's eliminate that from our diet. Then check your sleep because sleep affects your digestion. Check the way you think, check your negative emotions. See when you get angry, how is your digestion pattern? How is your bowel movement? When you're sad, what is your pattern? When you're angry, when you're stressed, when you're distressed, and then when you're happy, what is your digestion like? What is your bowel movement like? What is your internal state like? So keep a diary, keep note and keep giving your body positive feedback as to how you're feeling. Talk to your body, dialogue with your body. Don't just reach for a medicine, don't just reach for an antacid, don't reach for something that's going to basically numb the symptom. Because the body is giving you a symptom because it wants you to act and take action to help it, right? So learn to validate your body, learn to understand your body, and if you need any further help, then please reach out to me and we can talk further. Till then, stay true to being you because you matter. I'm your sister, Avrril Q, in alignment and healing. Let's tune out of the practice. So rub your hands together, bring them in towards your heart, press your shoulders back and down, and let's root out of the practice. Take a deep breath in. Sat. Breathe out. Nam. Bring your thumbs to your third eye for Shanti. Bring your thumbs to your lips for Shakti. Bring your thumbs to your heart for Shambhu. Thank you for joining me for this Kundalini Plus practice for digestion. Till I see you in the next class, Atma Namaste and Satnam.